Today we're back in the amazing Reverie at Silverleaf, and I want to start by giving you an update on the amenities set to be done in July. Imagine a quick golf cart ride to your waterfront amenity center, complete with a state-of-the-art fitness center, welcoming clubhouse, and a resort-style pool and spa. Gather around the fire pit or challenge friends on one of 6 tournament-class pickleball and tennis courts. Then unwind on the activity lawn or bocce court. Best of all, there are no CDD fees. So for roughly $400 a month, your HOA covers every one of these luxury amenities, plus your lawn care. This would have been a great day to bring those sunglasses, JP. Oh well, hey, we're gonna look at 4 floor plans today that I have not previously covered. They're all over 2,000 square feet, offering 2 or 3 bedrooms, plus a flex space, and I even have a 3-car garage option for you. These are move-in ready homes with some really nice price reductions. We'll look at that after we tour each home. And we're gonna play a little game called What's Your View Worth? I'll explain later. Let's go ahead and get started with our only 2-bedroom option today, the amazing Alexander floor plan. How you doing? Sorry, you're probably seeing, what is this guy doing? I'm a realtor, I'm just filming this house.
I figured you're the insurance guy. Either way.
Sorry, man, sorry to bother you.
All right, not used to seeing people.
I get it. Well, I'm bringing them to you, man. I'm bringing them to you. Okay. Okay, guys, so I realized that I made a mistake. So I said everything was over 2,000 square feet. This one is actually 1,812 square feet. But this is an amazing house. This is actually one of the best ones I think I'm gonna show you today. Usually you don't start with the best, but this is a really nice one. We do have 3 different elevations on these homes out here, so keep that in mind as we take a look. And I want to point out that a lot of these have been really nicely upgraded. In this particular house, there's a lot of upgrades. So for example, this glass door, that's an upgrade. We're walking in and we've got 10-foot ceilings. That is standard. You've got the orange peel texture on the wall. You've got a nice kind of light brown luxury vinyl plank. And you've got knockdown texture on the ceilings. You can see a tray back there. That would also be an upgrade. All right. Now in this one, okay, again, we are looking at a 2-2 and a flex. Coming right off to the left, we've got a full bathroom. Tile doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, but you do have a nice little window. And take a look at some of the finishes in here. Let's go ahead and make this a wider view. All right, you do have white in here with a nice quartz. And you know, that's upgraded faucet and lights. So a lot of these spec homes out here, they really loaded them up. And this is a nice one. You'll have a full linen closet here. They just need to put those shelves up. Okay, you can see how deep that is. And then this is your first bedroom off the front of the house. And it does have a walk-in closet, okay? I apologize if I don't have the dimensions on the walk-in closet. They don't always add those to the floor plan. All right, so we got a 1-1 right off the front. Let you take a look at the entryway as well. Okay, it's not super narrow, which is nice. Now we're coming in here to the laundry room. Sizable laundry room. I love that you've got a window in here. Nobody wants to do the window and nobody wants to do the laundry in the dark. Got the AC unit in here. Now, this one is plumbed for a sink, which I think is really important in a laundry room, and you've got room to put up some cabinets as well. You're gonna see some nice, really nice, well-appointed laundry rooms along the way. This is one, actually, ironically, that even though it's full of upgrades, the laundry room is not as upgraded as the rest of the house, okay? But you can see here, we've got a gourmet kitchen. So the hood is vented out. You've got the oven, microwave, double stack combo there. And normally that would take a little bit of counter space away, but you can see that you've got extra cabinet space back here. So that does not hurt you at all. There is tons of storage space on this particular unit. This is a natural gas community. You got a 4-burner whirlpool right here. Let's take a look at that backsplash. Okay, and it's all white cabinets here. You've got the basin stainless steel undermount sink with the disposer and the dishwasher. We could try to get you a fridge in, or maybe you're happy that the fridge is not included because you'll bring your own, right? Same with the washer and the dryer. Look at that. Nice size cabinet. Does it wrap around? Okay, that's a good size. And then you do have this extra space here as well where you can store stuff. Let's take a look at the 2-car garage. We will see a 3-car option later. Okay. And again, a little upgrade, right? You've got a mud sink out here. I love that in Florida. And then you have the water softener loop there. You can install water softener. Attic access as well. Okay, coming back into the house. Okay, so really beautiful kitchen. And that is what we're talking about when we say a flex space. I would call that, you know, a sunroom. There are some options with that, but probably based on the size, it's probably more functional as a sunroom. Now, check out the sliders. You've got these 3 massive sliders, and we're not done because you got more sliders off the sunroom. So take a look at this space. You've got those beautiful views on here that really maximizes this one. Oh, he's got nice pavers on his. Okay, that would also be an upgrade. You've got concrete out here, but it is an extended lanai, and we'll go out there in a second. Okay, but think about how you might want to use this room. Man, I could even see somebody setting up a paint studio here, arts and crafts room. Like I said, it might be a little bit small for a dining. I think probably this would be your designated dining spot, right? Put a nice chandelier there. And this would be your main living room. Again, tray ceiling, and you have the recessed lights. Put a nice built-in there to put your TV. And we'll go ahead before we get to the master. Go ahead and take a look out here. Again, this is an extended covered lanai. You're gonna wanna screen this in as look at this bug trying to get me right now. Don't you do it. Lots of bugs out here in Florida, guys. That's the truth. Okay, look, people are, don't show me that. There's a spider here, but you'll be all right. You'll be all right. So you can see how big this is. We do have a stub for gas, so put yourself a grill out here, convert it into an entire summer kitchen. And look, I don't know if you heard the guy next door or not. We'll see if I can cut some of that in. But he said that the sunsets are just gorgeous out here at night. So this is pretty amazing. Listen to what I'm saying here. In Reverie, there are not a lot of units with this type of view, okay? There's not a ton that back up to preserve. There's only a few that back up to water. And that's what we're talking about when we say, what's your view worth? By the way, look how close you are to the amenities right over there. So walking distance, no problem, all right? What's your view worth? There are 2 other Alexanders. We're gonna look at the price in just a minute. But if you don't care about this view at all, I've got a couple really special deals for you where you can get a heck of a discount on this exact same house, but you're just losing that view and not paying for it. Shoot, if it's not important to you, get yourself a better deal on the house. So look at that, more doors. Yes, I know it's a lot to clean, but wow, the light that you're going to be having in the evening of your home, you're going to be catching that sunset from every different room. I'm telling you, this is a great one. All right. Take a look here, heading into the master bathroom. Let's take a look at it. So again, white cabinets. These are upgraded faucets. All right. Hey, this needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Obviously they'll clean it up and let you walk the house, and we will inspect the house as well. And if you choose me to be your realtor, I'll actually pay for your inspection. Okay. The tile is going all the way up to the ceiling on this one. I like these little upgrades. You do have a seat, and you do have the 2 niches. Put up your shampoos and soaps. Nice sized linen closet. That's very deep. All right, add in some more shelving to make that useful to you. And then you're sharing one large walk-in closet. Again, this wire is pretty much standard in almost every builder. So if you don't like that, you know, just, and you've got the money to upgrade those closets, get yourself a nice California closet. Okay. Did we look at the garage? Yes, we looked at the garage. It's time to look at the price. This one is for sale, guys. Please buy this and tell me if you bought it, you know? You don't even have to use me. 148 Swaying Tree Avenue, so you can literally look it up. The floor plan is the Alexander. This is the traditional elevation, and it's on a 50-foot lot, okay? That's your frontage, all right? 2-2 flex, 1812 square feet, 1 story. Everything we're looking at today is 1 story, 2 car. There will be one 3 car later. Okay, take a look at this. Reduced from $612,990, ready now at $569,990. 990. Okay, so what? $42,000 off. Also, if you are a cash buyer, you can probably get a better deal on that. So if you're really, downsizing and you've just sold something and you're bringing cash, you can probably get a better offer, okay? Now, maybe you're thinking 6 to 8 months out, you'd like to build one of these. That's fine too, okay? Starts at $454,990. Remember, that does not include lot premium or any of the options, all right? Now, as I mentioned, what is that view worth? Okay, take a look at these 2 other options, okay? 97 Swaying Tree Avenue. It's a different elevation, arts and crafts. You can kind of see that's cool, right? But it's an interior lot. An interior lot, all right, $497. So take a look at that price difference, right? $497 to $569. Again, what is that view worth? If it's not worth that, get yourself a great deal on this floor plan. Same exact floor plan. Same thing down here, same elevation. This is a corner interior lot for about the same price as that, all right? Not bad at all. Hey, if you appreciate me staring into the sun for you on that intro, would you like this video? I'd really appreciate it. Before we go take a look at the 3-bedroom options, I gotta give you a little idea about what makes Silverleaf so amazing. Let's check it out. Get a really good look at Reverie here from the top, and you'll see right away what I'm talking about when it comes to your view. Most of these lots are backing up to water. If you're looking for something that backs up to trees or preserve, this may not be the best fit for you. As you can see, we've got some trees out here to the right, but who knows, that probably might be turned into, commercial space. But many water lots, and then you have some interior lots. And in all honesty, probably the worst view would be that berm wall, unless it's like really nice privacy for you, I don't know, but there's this berm wall that goes between this neighborhood and a coming neighborhood, so that you won't have to see those buildings. Okay, and now I want to highlight the progress that's being made on the largest Publix in the state of Florida, right here highlighted in the purple, and then right over here we've got brand new hospitals that are coming in. So they've been working on these. I've been tracking the progress. You can see that they're moving right along, and these are super close to where you're gonna be. Now, if we zoom out just a tad bit, it's good to know what's coming, but also what's available now, okay? So you see this massive spot. I mean, this is a large section of land. This is gonna be like a town center full of retail and restaurants. Right now, you've got a small section of stores. This is called the Silverleaf Commons. You got several restaurants there, and some other kind of boutique shops, and even some services as well. That's also close by. And if we zoom out a little bit further, I'll give you an idea of Silverleaf. Okay, that's what I have highlighted in the blue. That's 11,000 acres, zoned for 16,000 homes. And if we zoom out even further, we're gonna see a couple things I wanna highlight for you before we get back out there to see houses. In the purple, I've highlighted some retail areas, right? Because you may not wanna wait for that Publix or this town center with all these shops. Where can you go? Up here to the north is a place called Durban Pavilion. They've got a Walmart, they've got a Home Depot, they've got a movie theater. Right down here on 95 and World Golf Village, you've got Costco for all your grocery needs. and people really like their Buc-ee's for whatever reason, and Bass Pro Shop. Hey, if you're a fisherman, that's awesome. Further down to the south, you've got the St. Augustine Premium Outlets. Great place to do like Christmas shopping, for example, or gift shopping. And last but not least, got to highlight the closest hospital to you. St. Vincent's Ascension is not too far away. This Publix and this hospital, I think, are going to be ready in early 2026. That's the schedule. Okay, hope this helps get you an idea of this awesome community, and let's get you back out there to see more houses. All right, guys, I'm very excited to show you this one for a couple reasons. This is the only Del Mar currently available, and it is the only 3-car garage that we're looking at. This is the Low Country Evolution, the Low Country Elevation, and I want you to see just how close this one is to your amenities. Okay, very easy access, walk right across and get you into a nice pickleball game. Okay, the cool thing about this one is there's some really pretty finishes inside. I'm excited to show you. And if you remember my last video, the Del Mar is one of the models that we really couldn't tour because it's set up as a sales center. If you've seen that video, great. If not, go back and check out all the plans that and the models. So as we come in here, first of all, I want you to notice again a nice wide entryway. We have a little bit darker color luxury vinyl plank here, kind of like a dark brown. Okay, and to give you a little idea, we've got a 2-1 off to the left. We've got our flex space and half bath and garage entry to the right. Then we've got our main living space and our master bedroom back there to the right, across from the kitchen. Okay, so let's take a look at these rooms. Good size on these. 8-foot doorways in here, by the way. And this is what I'm talking about the finishes. I think these are beautiful. Take a look at the cabinets in combination with this. This is also in the kitchen. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. That is not a standard top by any means, nor is the matte black finish on the faucet and the lights. As I said, a lot of these homes, a lot of these spec homes are full of upgrades, and they're really selling them at good prices right now because they're trying to get people in here, right? Obviously, there's not a lot of people in here yet, and that can steer some people away, right? The amenities are coming soon. More and more people are going to get in here, and as they do get in here, the price is going to go up, right? So everything has its pros and cons. So that's our 2-1 right off the front. AC. Got a Lennox. Lennox is killing it with the new construction homes. These are Dream Finders homes, by the way, if you didn't know that, if we didn't talk about that yet. Here's our 3-car garage. You got a water shutoff valve inside the house. You do have motors on these doors. Okay, that's not always included, so it's good to know those things. Check how many garage door openers you get, etc. Try to negotiate for some of those things at closing. You've got a water softener loop, your electrical panel, and your garage access. That's for the doorbell, just in case anybody wanted to know. Of course, you have 2 garage door openers. Straight across from a half bath. Again, really, really pretty finishes in this one. I like it. I like it. Okay. I love it when I surprise myself. Like, I know these things are there, but then I forget about them. That's pretty cool. Double linens right behind there in the half bath. That's nice. Massive laundry room. Man, I wish we could have a window, but we just can't in this one. But you've got tons of room in here. Okay, and you could do a gas dryer as well. Okay, remember it's a natural gas community. Now this is our flex space. This could be super easily used for a 4th bedroom, right? Because you have the double doors, but they're privacy, they're not glass doors, and you do have a closet. So this flex room really puts the flex and flexibility, right? Office, 4th bedroom, Workout room, it's, you know, decently far away from the other side of the house, so it may not be great for a dining, but you could, right? Maybe put a pool table in there. I think it's big enough for a pool table. I'm not sure. You pool experts, you'll know. I'll have the dimensions on there. Okay, this is your nice big open floor plan. Potentially you could put a dining table here, but you probably want to use this for all your living space and use that back there, the casual dining for dining. You could have some overflow here at the bar. Now take a look at this kitchen. Isn't that pretty? All right, this one is also vented out. You can see that each one is gonna have a slightly different style of hood. Last one we had stainless steel all the way up. Here we have cabinets, okay? And let you get a look at the veining in this quartz. Okay, Whirlpool appliances and lots of cabinets and counter space here. This is across from your pantry. This is the same size pantry as the last one. All right. Let you get a look at the island. Here you have a lot of the matte black finish on this house. There's your casual dining. Let you get a look at the backsplash. I think that's nice as well. 4-burner. Sometimes you can get an upgrade, maybe get a 5-burner. Okay. Now, again, what is your view worth? For Reverie, this is actually pretty standard, pretty good. Okay. You've got. Did I unlock this? No. Oh, which one? What's it going to be? I never read. I just kind of guess. Let's see. All right. So. Okay, covered, you'll want to screen this in. I don't see a gas stub on this one. But you can see out here, okay, these are really big yards for new construction. Okay, you can see that flag, the kind of yellow-green is the end line. And the pink, I'm sorry, is the sideline. And then the pink is the end. So that for new construction, guys, that is a large yard. Let me show you the back of the house real quick, and I'll show you what some other people have done. Okay, there's lots of options. You can put a pool back here. I'm gonna go all the way to the edge of this lot, let you see the size of this. Okay, here I am. Oh, actually, sorry, it's probably that one right there. Okay, but take a look. So first of all, look at how nicely they did these pavered areas, areas for shrubs and things out here in the middle. And then obviously they've screened that in, extended it a little bit, and they've got pavers there. It's pretty cool. Okay, but get an idea of how much space you have back here. All right, let's go take a look at the master. Also, you have gutters. Okay, gutters extremely important in Florida. It doesn't rain a lot, but it rains often. You want to keep that water away from your house. So let's take a look at the master. Little things matter. Floor plug. Can I get an amen on the floor plug? Let's look at the master, and then we will look at the pricing. Remember, there's only one Del Mar. This is quite a large master. I think this might be the largest master that we're looking at here. I don't love these, but just so you know, it is wired for a fan, so come in here and put a fan. All your bedrooms and your lanai and your main living space. Okay, this is the only plan we're looking at today that has a his and hers closet. I know that that's really important to some people. Oh, a little extra space behind there. That's pretty cool. Here's your other side, a little bit smaller. All right. Got your WC. There's nothing in here yet. Hasn't quite been set up as a linen, but that's what it'll be. And you got those same finishes in here. So very consistent finishes. This is a little bit different. Okay, let you get a look at that. You do have the seat, the niches, and the window coming through. All right, guys, what do you think about the Del Mar? I think it's pretty cool. There is another option, very comparable to this, that has a 2-car. And it'll be interesting for you to kind of compare and contrast that. This is available, guys. Go get it. 94 Daydream Drive. Pull it up on Google. Take a look at where it is. It's the Del Mar, only Del Mar currently available. It's the Low Country, and it's on a 60-foot lot. That's the biggest lots here in Reverie. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, flex, almost 2,500 square feet, 1-story, 3-car option. Reduced from $702,000 down to $600,000. Man, if my math is right, that's $102,000 price reduction. Okay. They are motivated to get people in here, so come get in here and get yourself a good price. If this one doesn't work for you and the time frame doesn't work, then hey, take a look at building it 6 to 8 months. That starts at $555 without the lot premium and options. This is the transitional floor plan. This is a really pretty house. It's kind of got a light blue, and on the transitional, you'll see the kind of imitation cedar shakes shingles at the top. This says home of the week, big savings on this home. JP will make sure that you get those big savings. We'll look at the price in just a second. Okay, we got a nice kind of covered walkway here into the home. We don't have a glass door. If you want this one, I'll make sure you get a glass door, okay? You can take that to the bank. We'll switch this out for you. All right, this is pretty similar to the house, to the floor plan we just looked at. A little bit different layout. I will explain that to you at the end in a way that's, I think, very clear, okay? So when we come in this home, off to the right, we have a 2-1, just like we did in the other house, but it's a slightly different layout, okay? Not quite as traditional. So we're gonna come into this bedroom, switch out to the wider zoom. Okay, I believe we got walk-ins. Yes. Let's get a look at the size on that one. Okay, nice. Got the full bath. Shame on you, JP, didn't turn the lights on? What are we doing? What is this, amateur hour? We've got white finishes in this one. Okay, maybe you like that better. We do have white tile all the way up on this one, and you have a small linen closet there. Okay, let's take a look at this other bedroom real quick like. Again, walk-in closets on this one. I don't think that we had that on the Del Mar, okay? This is a Moore. There's 2 Moores to choose from right now. Doesn't mean you can't build it. Take a look at this. 10-foot ceilings. We got trays, double tray in the foyer. That's pretty nice. And then in the living room as well. That takes you up to 11 feet. All right, we're heading into the main living space. We have our flex space here off to the right. All right, this is gonna feel similar to the last home. You've got double door linen there. Here's your flex space, okay? It's perfect for a bedroom because they can hang up the clothes, and you could do it office. So you could do an office on one side, you could do a Murphy bed on one side. When the grandkids come to visit you, put it back up, and you've got a den or you've got an office, right? Really nice sized half bath, right? Not claustrophobic in there at all. This is a cool corner space. This is something that sort of differentiates this plan from the Del Mar that we just looked at, okay? It's got this corner space that you can use a few different ways. You wanna put a dining table there, that's cool. I've seen this done as like a full wine bar, which was a nice addition. You could do a corner office. So that's great. You got an all white kitchen. We're back to the stainless steel hood. Take a look at this. I love it when they maximize this island space and you know, put these cabinets back here so you can actually store some stuff. All right, you got the living area. Now, this might look familiar. Take a look at it. We do have pavers on this one, and we do have a gas stub. This is right across from that house that I just came from, so the amenities are right on the other side. That's the lovely landscaping that these people have done, right? They extended it, screened it in, and did some nice landscaping out there. Kind of make it their own. You can see the landscaping around here. Once it gets built up, it's really gonna be gorgeous, right? It is gonna look like a very well established area pretty soon because of all that gorgeous landscaping they're doing. Again, nice size master on this one, right? Heading in, we got a little bit different finishes on the floor here. This one, okay, this goes well with the white cabinets. I always like to have the light. You got an area to sit down. Linens behind here. Okay, here is your closet. If you're looking for his and her closet, the Del Mar is a good option for you. Most of the other ones that I remember, you're sharing. We also don't have a lot of tubs in here. It's usually a shower. Okay, you do have a seat, 2 niches, and the window. Tile all the way up to the top. What do we miss? I think we missed a couple things before we look at the price. I think back here around the kitchen. Do I want to highlight anything in the kitchen? A little bit different backsplash on this one. Let you get your eyes on that. Okay. Take a look at the island real quick. Okay. About the same size pantry, but you got a little addition there. That's great. I love this little niche here. You could kind of customize this as well. Maybe add a built-in kind of drop zone. Even though there's no light in there's no window in the laundry room, if you keep that door open, you're bringing natural light into the laundry room, and it is a very well-equipped laundry room. This is one of the best ones that we have. Take a look at that sink and cabinet setup. You've got cabinets across the top. Just bring your washer and dryer. And oh my goodness, are you kidding me? There's almost too many cabinets in here. Come on, you don't need that much space, do you? You're downsizing, aren't you? Tough to downsize, isn't it? All right, we got the 2-car garage, just let you get a little peek. You know, it's pretty much the same here, but I at least like to give you an idea and get the dimensions on that. You can put the water softener up there, and that way it's not taking up any extra space in your garage. Okay, let's take a look at the price. And again, on this one, what's your view worth? Now you might say, JP, it's not an amazing view, but again, I'm reminding you, for Reverie, this is pretty common. Okay, there's a lot of interior lots, but they kind of make it up to you by giving you a nice size yard. Okay, there are some that are on the water, like the first one that we saw. There are very few that back up to trees, like almost none that back up to preserve. Okay, so this would be a decent view for this community. I don't mind it personally at all. I mean, an active adult community, you're here to be with your peers, to meet people, hopefully, and enjoy a fun, active lifestyle, making friends from all over the place. So I think that that's well suited for the neighborhood. But we're going to talk about one that's a lot more affordable if you don't want that view, don't need that view. Okay, this is the one we're looking at right here. Okay, light blue, cedar shake. It's the more traditional on a 60-foot lot. Again, that's the biggest lots here. Take a look at it on the internet, 538 knotted birch. 3, 2.5 plus a flex, just over 2,500 square feet. The Del Mar that we just looked at was just under, and the real difference is the 2-car versus 3-car. All right, this one was reduced from $680 to $610, $70,000 reduction, y'all. Okay, remember, if you want to build 6 to 8 months, $559K, that's without the lot premium and without all these nice options that you have. And there are a lot of options. Now, if you don't care at all, there is one that is for sale for $570. Same exact floor plan, same exact elevation, okay? But it backs up to the berm, okay? So that is a lifted kind of mound, and then there's a white fence on top of that. I'm not gonna show you that, but I'll try to give you an idea of what that is, right? So 570 compared to 610, right? So a 40K reduction if you don't care at all what is behind your house. Now, here's what I'm gonna try to explain it to you. I could show it to you, but I'm not gonna. This video is gonna be long enough. But basically, when you walk in to some of these houses, this entire view is taken up by a berm wall, like a mound of grass, right? And then there's gonna be fence all the way up to the top. Like you literally won't even see the sky when you walk in. Now, as you walk in, you're gonna see that beautiful blue sky, okay? But it's gonna be a mound and a fence, all right? Now, in some ways, that kind of gives you some nice privacy, okay? The reason why they have that berm wall and the fence is because there is gonna be a neighborhood behind there, okay? So the last thing I want to highlight on this is just to let you see, like this is the floor plan, right? So on this moor, you've got all the bedrooms on the left side, right? Here's the 2 bedrooms, here's the flex, and here's the master. Where it's different on the Del Mar, okay, it's comparable. Obviously, it's a 3-car, but what they've done is they've kind of put the bedrooms on the caddy corners. So you got the bedrooms up front, and the master over there, and the flex sort of in the middle, right? But those 2 floor plans, pretty similar. Make sure you compare those, Del Mar and the Moor. Now, before I go show you the Debari, which is very unique, it is quite different than all the other plans that I've shared with you before, I wanna let you know a couple things about myself and why I'd like you to call me. Number one, even though Reverie is the only active adult community in Silverleaf, okay, there are Reverie options in Trailmark and in Palm Coast. I would be happy to take you down to those other locations so that you can really get a good idea of what's gonna be the best fit for you, what fits with your budget. There's probably gonna be slightly different floor plans in each community and a different vibe. That's something that a site agent obviously is not gonna do for you. So if you're way far out in the process, please go ahead and reach out to me. I'd love to help you. We can start texting, emailing back and forth. I'm happy to guide you. I'm a very low pressure guy. I don't care. If I can help you, awesome. Even if it's to steer you away from this community and steer you away from Florida, if I've helped you, I've helped you. And then in the future, you might refer me some business. That's the way that I like to work. So please give me a call or shoot me a text, or you can schedule a call in the description below. All right, let's go check out the Debari. It's a really interesting floor plan. Last but absolutely not least, this is the Debari. This is the largest floor plan we're looking at today. It is 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, a flex, and 2,700 square feet. This is the Low Country. This is the house we just looked at, and I want to just go ahead and show you something. It's important. I said I wasn't going to show it to you. See that? That's the berm wall to fence. Okay, so there is another Debari, a lot more affordable, and it has that, it backs up to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Obviously, you can see that on this elevation, you've got a nice covered patio. Not every elevation has that. So sit out here in the early mornings and say hey to your neighbors as they stroll on by, headed to the amenity center. Okay, as we come in here, we've got an office. Basically, you know, when there are glass doors, they've sort of set it up as an office for you, but it still does have that closet. Okay, so there's some nice flexibility. Of course, if you have a bedroom, they're not exactly have the privacy. Maybe switch out those doors. And maybe that's something we can get them to do early on if you really wanted to. Okay, we've got a bedroom right off to the right here. And guess what? It's an ensuite. Every bedroom in here is an ensuite, and you actually have 2 masters. Not this one, but I'll show it to you in a second. So I know that this floor plan is not gonna be for everyone, okay? It's very unique. The lights are out on this side of the house. I'm not exactly sure why. But this is an extremely spacious house. Everything is an ensuite. Everything has, all 3 bedrooms have a nice large living space, and amazing for multi-generational living. If you have got some elderly adults or even older children that want to come live with you, this is a great option for them. You got a coat closet off the front. That's nice, right? Very traditional. Nice to have that coat closet. On those crisp winter days, you come into Florida and hang up your windbreaker. All right, you got linens, and then you've got your half bath, okay? So we're kind of back to that brown and white tones on this one. All right. This has got tons of space. Look at this. Just look at that. One huge open space. Okay, it's going to be stacked so that you could have dining and then living. This is not the typical floor plan that we've seen. Usually we've seen like a dining space off to the side. So this also makes this unique. This one is loaded with upgrades. So you can see pendant lighting, the first one that we've seen with pendant lighting. Now, a lot of them will have it pre-wired for pendant light you can add, but here you already have it. Okay, go ahead and take a look at this. I think that this is a really beautiful kitchen. Okay. And I also really like, okay, you can see here's a different style that they've vented out. I also really like this backsplash as well. So let me kind of show that as well. There's some light speckling there, kind of make it look old fashioned, kind of like farmhouse feel. Lets you get a look at the island, okay? And another nice thing about this kitchen is it's almost like having two pantries, because don't worry, you actually have more than this. Let me show you. Right across the way is your real pantry. Again, gourmet kitchen. Right? Am I wrong? No, I'm right. For a second there, I was like, JP, did you just set yourself up for failure? No, you've got the pantry here. This is a very, very well appointed laundry room because we've got plenty of beautiful cabinets on that side. Plenty more on this side with your sink and your window. Shoot, I might even be tempted to do some laundry. You know, if it's that nice in there. Maybe not. All right, 2-car garage on this one. There's your electrical panel. There's your water cutoff. Your salt water. Why do I always mix that up? Water softener loop. And let's go check out the master. And when I say master, I mean masters. Okay, now on this one, we've got a patio that's on the corner of the house. So again, it is a corner lot. Feel free to screen this in. Okay, but this is what we're looking at here on the corner. And it's also kind of cool because one of your masters has windows onto the patio as well. Oh, looks like we might have a visitor. And this is a large room, right? This is your junior masters, we'll call it. And as we come into the bathroom, it's going to be laid out just like a master bathroom. So you got this WC behind the door. You've got linens. You have a stand-up shower. Does this one have? Yes. I like how they have that, you know, it's almost regular in all these specs to have the seat and the niche, tiles going all the way up to the ceiling. You got one vanity in here. I think that makes more sense, right, for this scenario. Plenty of space there. All right, let's go take a look at the master before we take a look at the price, finish with the price. All right, coming on in here. How you doing?
Hello.
All right, again, good size on this one. Remember, these are wired for fan. You can switch that out. And we're heading on into the, I want to show you one other little thing before I leave this. A lot of times people are worried about how close this is to the bedroom and the master. Well, you tell me if you can hear it, okay? I'm gonna get my microphone real close. It's real quiet, and in fact, I see a little bit of vibration there. Probably if they kind of tightened that up, it would be even more quiet. That's good. These windows, you know, are really good. Very well insulated. So you got dual vanities in this. This is the master. Same finishes, but just a little bit more space in here. Okay, got your linens. Let's get the peak there. This is more like a square. The other one was more like a rectangle. And you've got your W seat behind the door. All right, y'all, let's go take a look at the price. And you start thinking, how much less would they sell this house for? Nice cabinets on the back. When you have that berm behind it. See if you're right. Okay guys, this one is 526 knotted birch. It's the DeBari Low Country on a 60-foot lot. 3-bed, 3.5 bath with a flex, 2720 square feet, 1-story, 2-car. Reduced from 725 down to 600 basically, okay? That is a lot of money off, $125,000 off. There are a lot of upgrades in this house, y'all. If you want to build this in the future, you're looking at a price point about $550. It's going to take about 8 months, and that does not include lot premium or options. This one is on that berm and fence. Look how much cheaper it is, right? So if you want this exact floor plan, but you don't care about having that view back there or seeing your neighbors, you can get it at $553. So even $60,000. They're giving it away, guys. They're giving it away. If you would like to see the models and even more floor plans that are available here at Reverie, please check out this video right here. It's been my pleasure to show you around today. My name is JP. I'm your Silverleaf expert. And until next time, people before property.